Welcome to the greatest sports show in the world. Good week, everybody. Sorry it's been 2 weeks. It's been very busy, but that's okay. We're back now. But as you can see, there's only one Nick in this episode.
There
This
is.
podcast is only big enough for the one Nick. Actually, Nick will be back, but
Yeah.
but I do have Jess here. Jess, what's going on?
Hey, Nick, how's it going?
It's going
Nikki
well.
Kimmich, I should say.
Yeah. Well, we can just call me Nick now since
Right.
I'm the only one on here tonight.
Yeah.
It's going great. I mean, I have a few days off. We're actually playing a tournament this weekend that I'm not going to be at, which is I'm not going to say it's nice because I do want to be there, but it is nice to have a break every now and again. But
Yeah,
we
you've
did,
been the world traveler.
yeah. I
You've
mean,
been
we did
sick too, and just
uh,
keep going and going. I don't blame
injured
you.
and injured. It's
And
just been
injured.
a
Yeah.
whammy. So I mean, we were Lake Louise, the very first one, and the second weekend we were in Omaha and Tampa, and then Boston, and then I was in
Mhm.
Austin and Ann Arbor is this next weekend, and then so we have a couple week break after Ann Arbor. I'm going to go to Disneyland with Coop. Coop turns 6 years old tomorrow. He
Nice.
wanted me to share a message with all the listeners. That message is twofold. The first one, he said, "Tell them I love them." So Cooper loves you, everybody out there.
Oh.
And he would like, and he would like for everyone to watch Hey Arnold. So that was his message. He said he
Okay.
asked me to be on the podcast to say those things, and I normally would, but he's in there taking a bath before he goes to bed tonight. So
Nice.
listen to Hey Arnold, and
Yeah. So did you turn him on to Hey Arnold? Because I feel like everyone watching this right now is like, yeah, we grew up watching it.
no, I don't. No, I didn't. I didn't say anything. And actually, here later on, I'm going to reveal a theme within this show. I'm going to reveal it, and it's going to be wild and crazy. And it's a theme because of Cooper. And it's weird
Mhm.
because like all these things, like when I was a young kid, or the stuff like the cartoons, like he's just organically finding them on YouTube and things, and he's asking
Mhm.
me about the kid
Yeah.
loves The Simpsons. Like he
Oh,
just
nice.
loves
Okay.
this, but he's never watched The Simpsons. Never.
Oh,
And so,
okay.
but he just found him, and he likes Lisa because Lisa's the nice girl and she never gets into
Yeah.
trouble. And
Yeah.
he's very like trouble phobic. Like he doesn't want to get in trouble at school. He doesn't mind. He's always on his best behavior, minds his manners. And so he doesn't like Bart, but he loves Lisa. But I was like, hey, bud, it's just that show is just like it's too old for you. Like it's just, there's
Yeah.
themes and stuff that you can't. He goes, okay, Dad, I have a plan. And I'm like, okay, let me hear your plan, bud. And he said, you watch the Simpsons episode and then explain them to me in little kid terms. And
Okay.
I've had to do it, and
Okay.
it's been pretty hard. But I mean, but he just loves The Simpsons so much so that well, this isn't the theme reveal, but it is a theme reveal that Oklahoma City is going to be a Simpsons themed draft experience
Oh,
because
that's fun.
Cooper's coming. Like he gets to go.
Yeah.
That's one of the few that he gets to go to because he can go visit, my mom and dad, and he can go swimming in the pool, and it's summer. He doesn't have to miss school. And he asked if we could have a Simpsons jersey, just like he said, did everyone like the Lego jerseys, Dad? Well,
We did. Yeah.
he goes, everyone like the Simpsons. And so I said, okay, kid, we'll do it in Oklahoma City. So that's one of the reveals. But I'm going to reveal Cleveland here at some point in this episode when we start
Okay.
talking about it. But before we get that far, I just want everyone to know that if you like our show, it's brought to you by HockeyWolf.com. Ow, 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 ow!
Ow!
HockeyWolf.com. Beer leaguers just like you and me, trying to make the game more affordable, more fun, because more affordable is more fun. Because if you can afford to do it more, you can have more fun. That's the
There
whole
you
thing.
go.
So,
Yeah.
so if you need some good deals on equipment, if you need a team set of swag, whether it's jerseys, warm ups, maybe you want to get soakers for your skates. I don't know. Whatever you want, Hockey
Mhm.
Wolf can take care of you, and they'll get it to you at a good price. They're great people. Trav over there, he takes really good care of us, and he'll take really good care of you because you're a beer leaguer, and that's what he loves. He loves beer leaguers. So go check him out, hockeywolf.com. Ow, ow,
Ow,
ow,
ow!
ow. So there are a lot of things to get to, and I do want to say, like, obviously we have our VIP box. We have a lot of VIP subscribers, and we're really thankful for them. We love them. And I think last time we were on an episode, I was just messing with things that we had, and people were like, well, listen, we don't want to pay $50 for the VIP box. Completely understand. And we don't want to be like on a $5 or $10 a month thing on Patreon. And they said, figure out something. And I said, okay, fine. If you think the show is worth $1, we'll figure it out. So that's what that is right there. I don't know if you can see it. So scan it. If you think we're
Yeah.
worth $1, if you think Jess is worth $1, which she is, You should check out Jess and give us $1. It all goes back into the show.
That works too.
But look at the beautiful merch Jess is wearing
I
right there.
know.
If you can
Now
go
let
to
me
Beer
get the
League
mic
Players,
out of the way.
yeah, you can go to beerleagueplayers.com right now and check that
Okay.
stuff out. And we have a ton of merch. We have so much merch coming. It's not even funny. Like I've been so busy just doing merch stuff, and that's one of the cool ones that we have out. But
Yeah,
we have some other stuff, and you'll probably see those at the bottom too because we found out a way to put the stuff on here. But
the
other
tech
than that,
savvy.
yeah, we're really killing the tech side thing, and really because
Yeah.
I'm getting some time to breathe. I can actually like do some research and find out how to make things better. Because there is a new segment that I've created with somebody else, and it probably won't air. It's not gonna air this week for sure. I'm hoping we can get to it next week. But this is what it's about. Um, Everyone that's around me kind of has followed me through things. Like they know that there's been a lot of drama around things
No,
here in the past. No, I know.
not at
First question.
all.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Do you know how many friends you have on your friends list on
Me?
Facebook? Yeah.
I don't know.
No, because you're an adult and you wouldn't need to know that and you wouldn't need to even worry about it.
Oh, I was
There has
like,
been
is it like blowing up and I don't know about it? I don't
no,
know.
there has been a lot of drama lately, and I hate it. And then maybe I just hate it because I'm the one being dragged a lot of the time, but whatever. It comes with the territory. You're the commissioner of the BLPA. People want to drag you sometime, which is fine. I just take it in stride and I eat my sesame snaps and do podcasts and do that kind of stuff. But what I've realized is that people just love drama in general. They
Totally.
just love it.
I'd be
They love it.
curious how many of our listeners, because we have drama. Like it seems to follow me. I thought it would just followed me everywhere I go, but no,
No,
I had drama back in Arizona. I have drama out here in these leagues. There's always drama, and I'm just curious, like how many of our listeners also have drama in their leagues. And it'd be fun to actually like just kind of hear everyone's drama stories. Like what in the world? Because that's everyone's like, I just want to go play hockey and like not have
Mhm.
any drama.
That's what they
But
say.
there's
Uh,
always fucking drama. Like
Listen,
you can't.
and here's the deal. Everyone said that what I found is people like to say what they want people to think of them, but then they do the exact opposite. And so they're like, I hate drama. It's the worst. Oh my God. But that's not true. They just love drama. And so we're
We
going to
yeah,
create,
we all love it.
we're going to create, we're going to create a segment about beer league drama. And we're going to have
We
secret
should.
people. We're going to have secret people that are out and about at our events, and they're going to report back to us about the drama. And you know what we're calling it? We're calling it BLPI. So we got the beer league private investigator. They're going to report back
Perfect.
to the drama. For
I
example,
know a detective that'd be really good at that job, by the way.
here's a little bit of drama. I don't want people to know the private investigator, so we're gonna have to like set them up, and then we're gonna have to get that black screen where it's like you can see their body, but you can't see their face, and they're we got to protect the innocent, right? We got to
Right.
keep our stuff on. But just know, if you're out there at our tournaments and our events, just fucking starting drama, we're about it now. Now we're all about that fucking
Yeah,
drama, right?
why not just capitalize it?
And
What
listen, I don't
rumors
know.
can we
Yeah.
spread? Yeah.
Well, listen, we're not gonna make fake rumors. I'm not about that drama yet. Uh, but
Let's just start a drama that I'm like really good. But I never put myself down for the ring around. And then so every tournament I get drafted with the lower levels and people just hate it.
wait, are you talking about Jeff Peck?
No.
Okay, let's go. Okay, and hey,
No, he was
speaking of
actually the
drama,
ring around in Boston.
hey,
He did some dangles.
imagine this guy I know. His name is Pef Jack, and he and he always claims he's not a ringer, right? But then he goes to a tournament in Bampate, and he has like I don't know 19 points in 5 games, and he allegedly he didn't upload. He led the tournament in scoring, but he didn't upload the stats to the last game, so it would keep him as the top scorer. Bump 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 bump. BLPI is on you, Pef Jack.
I love that name.
Um, so yeah. So
Anywho,
if people
Facebook
are about it,
friends and drama.
everybody, it's all over. It's all over. I don't understand it. And like I said, I mean, I've been maybe I'm tired of it because I've been like at the center of it, and
Yeah.
I try, and maybe I'm just saying I try to avoid it and maybe I don't know. But I'm definitely good at. I like to do this a lot. I like to stir that pot sometimes. So
Yeah. Like Sue
so
says, I love drama I'm not in the middle of. Absolutely.
yeah, exactly. And guess what, Sue? I'm gonna find some drama on you. Okay.
Yeah.
And hey, and listen here, listen. Sue's listening to this right now in bed. I guarantee it. She's listening to it in bed. Bill's probably there. Bill rub her back, nice and soft. Let her know you love
Braiding
her.
her hair.
Maybe kiss her a little bit on the ears. I don't know. But we're gonna find it about you. We're gonna find it about you. And we're gonna. I might not say your name. You might be. Okay, I can't even make a Sue with a O. Oh, ooh, Connor.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. We'll just
Yeah,
yeah.
good
It's
luck.
Kuo Sonner, whatever. But anyway,
Beautiful.
we're gonna get that going. It's gonna be good. I'm pretty excited about it. Actually, I'm actually really excited about it. And I've also found another segment that we're gonna do, and it's this guy, and his name is Daniel Scorbest. Listen, he plays out in the French leagues out in Quebec. He's a leading goal scorer in Division 14, and we're gonna find out why he does not move up, because I've heard that he scores a lot, but I got that character coming. He's going to come on and we're going to be able to laugh at him, do all that good stuff. So,
Nice.
um,
Okay.
other than that, it's been a very busy few months for us here, and we're not getting any slower. We're going to talk about
Mm,
Boston today because Boston was electric as a
it
tournament.
was.
Austin was insane as well. Ann Arbor probably going to be insane, and then we go to the military decks, which is going to be. I don't know how many of you guys have played with military people before, but you take a dex and you put it like at this level, and then when the military guys come out and it's all military guys, it like goes to like look, it goes to a level that's outside of the screen right now, because those
Yeah.
guys, they just they don't
They
give a
just no,
they
they
don't.
don't. And they don't need sleep either. And so they can just go all night, all day, no sleep, keep drinking. It's like my version of puking. Like I have like my puke and rally, and they'll have like their nap and rally. Like they'll just like pass the fuck out for like 2 minutes and then they're up and they're like, all right, let's do it again. I'm like, how? But they bring a party. Like they're a good time.
Yeah, and so we have a lot of them coming. The uniforms are they're pretty good for that one too. So I'm super stoked about that. And then we get into our bashes, which are I love the drafts because I get to play in them, but I like the bashes because there's way more people there and I
Hmm.
don't have to play. So I mean, it's nice to be able to be
True.
out and just drink beer and hang out with hockey people and not play. I mean, some people might agree with that, some people might not, but we have Columbus, which sold out, and
Yeah, I was
it's,
about to
it's sold out
ask, did it sell
bigger,
out?
bigger. Well, we need one team. We need one women's team. We're just gonna make a free agent team, I think, of women that'll come out and play. So if you know
Ooh,
any women or if you want to come to Columbus, Jess,
right?
if you want to head up the women's team, I'll even provide BLPA jerseys for you guys to wear for that tournament if you want to come out and play. But yeah, so we have that, and then
Yeah, that's not a
we have
bad idea, free agent women's team.
yeah, so we have
Yeah,
36 teams this year, which is four bigger than we've ever had. I slick talked my way into more ice,
nice.
because we last year we had an 18 waiting list. So I was like, come on. And so Carolyn,
Yeah, it is Ohio.
Ohio is great. Carolyn,
Columbus is the best city in Ohio, though. Like,
100.
yeah.
Listen, I'm not asking you to go to Toledo. I'm not asking you to go to Dayton or even Cincinnati. I'm asking you to go to Columbus, the BLPA Mecca. You can do it, Carolyn. You can do it. You don't have any kids to coach. Can't pull that on us like you did in Boston. And your favorite Jeff Peck will be there. So
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I think you should come.
Land of the Pecs,
Land,
right?
land o' the Pecks. And you know what? I actually have I want to talk about you. You tell your Boston stories because I forgot. I wanted to
Okay.
pull up this post so that I could. It's like beer league opinions that you think are wrong, and I wanted to discuss them with you to see what you
Okay.
thought, and then see if you had any beer league opinions too. But talk about, and because Kyle Thornton is in here in this
Perfect.
stream, and
Oh, yeah, he is.
he's our merch guy, and
Yeah.
so he always
Up,
tells me
Kyle.
he's like, when you're on the goddamn stream, I'll tell him more about the merch. So hey, if you want more, there's a link right here. It's literally on the thing. But
Yeah.
beerleagueplayers.com has all our merch. We have a lot of new stuff coming. Even the one that you really like, the BLPA hooded blanket.
Yeah,
So make sure you go
that's
go check
solid.
out the merch so Kyle doesn't yell at me. He ships it all out. He's the man. He's got. I'm not an organized person. I don't know if anyone knows me knows I'm not. I'm very tons of ideas, but just they're scattered around. And Kyle is the organizer of the merch. So, all right, tell your Boston stories. I'm gonna find this post.
Like, how detailed can I get?
I want you to go
Uh,
100%. I want you to give them all the gritty deals. Make them feel
all
like they
right,
were here.
everyone, get cozy, get your blankets, get your pillows. So if you guys were listening to the Big Show before Boston, we kind of had this bet on like, all right, Boston, the draft party is on St. Patty's Day. So how many people do we think are gonna like throw up the first game or like not make the first game because they drank too much the night before? And just spoiler alert is your girl, I think, was the one and only who contributed to that number
Mhm.
because we bet for three. So yeah, I flew
You
in on
drank enough for 3 for sure.
definitely. Yeah, so I drove so yeah, flew in on Friday, hit downtown for lunch for St. Patty's Day. We had, bought tickets for the hop on, hop off, like, ahead of time. It's like, it's perfect. They'll tell us about the history, they'll drive us around, we can hop off at some of the bars and go get drinks, pop back on the bus, and, like, it'll be like a 2 for 1. So we found a first bar and, Coogan's in downtown, and sat our happy asses there for like 3 hours, drank so much Guinness and Irish car bombs naturally. Um, we caught the last leaving bus for that hop on, hop off thing. And we're like the official like drunk people. I don't think we're the only drunk people on that, but we were definitely probably the most drunk because there were definitely some other groups that were like basically pouring themselves onto this bus that are like, crap, we like prepaid for it. Let's go. Um, Bo ended up taking a power nap at some point on the bus, and I do have a picture of him leaning over on my shoulder and closing his eyes. But we made it through. And the next day I was like, oh, I don't think I took any pictures. And so I go and look at my phone. I'm like, oh, I did take pictures. So I was definitely more drunk than I thought I was because I don't even remember taking pictures on the bus. But the draft party was that night. So after the bus, poured ourselves into the metro. Your girl took a power nap on the metro. We cleaned ourselves up, went to the draft party, which I don't even remember how much I consumed. All I know is that at some point we discovered they had steins, and these are the steins that fit like 4 beers. So it polished off at least one of those, at least one. I don't remember how much after that. But we hung out the bar. We were at Moosehead Brewing. Is that right? No,
Yeah.
did I just butcher that?
No,
Is that it?
I'm just laughing at the chat. Like someone said, "What's this chick's name? Boobs Barrington or
Barrington.
something?"
Hey, at least my last name isn't the word of what's in your pants, buddy.
This is I didn't see
Ooh,
who it was. I see what it is. It's all 19
it's all
19 points in 5 games and didn't upload the
yeah,
last game, so
yeah.
he could still be
Boobs
the tournament
Barrington.
leader. Okay, got it, got
Yeah,
it.
Boobs Barrington was in full effect that weekend. Yeah, so all I know is we left the brewery. Somebody was peeing on the side of the building instead of peeing in the restroom. So I don't know. Jake's like, this just must be what Boston people do. I think you guys are trying to pour him into an Uber or something, but that's all I remember. As soon as I like got in that car, I have no recollection of the rest of the night. So Jake was telling me, yeah, you were like insistent we go to McDonald's. And I was like, okay, that sounds right. He's like, but you didn't touch any of it. I was like, not even the fries. He's like, not even the fries. So when we got back to the hotel, apparently I needed a pee. And so instead of going up to the hotel room like any normal person would. Apparently, I was trying to hop a fence to go pee over this fence, but he got me up to the hotel room, somehow got me, and I decided I wanted to sleep on the bathroom floor. So the next morning, I found there was a towel laid nicely on the bathroom floor for, I guess, what was going to be my
Oh, that's very
blanket.
sweet. Oh, that's very
Yeah.
sweet.
Woke up with the bag of McDonald's next to me. So, of course, I munched or nom nommed whatever on those french fries in the morning because I was hungover as fuck. Uh, got to the rink. My first game, I texted Jake in the middle of it and was like, can you bring me a trash can? Because every single shift, I have never felt so sick before. I was like, for sure I was going to lose everything that was in my stomach. And I made it to the very end, keeping it all down. I don't know how, but as soon as that game was done, Nick saw me walk past him in the lobby. It was like, yeah. So I made friends with the toilet in there, got rid of everything from the night before. And I think you got a snap of me doing the puke and rally. But as soon
Yeah.
as I puked, I felt better. Started, of course, drinking again, but
That's what that's what you have to do. And
yes,
listen,
right.
first off, Peck's also saying Jake's the man, big locker room guy, and I would agree with that.
He's a good
Um,
time.
y you know, I almost like when I hear people talk about stories like this, I almost miss drinking in excess at tournaments.
It's not good.
It's okay. Yeah, no, it's not good, and that's probably why I do it anymore. Like I've been there. Like I mean, I've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
Listen, I remember the very first the the first tournament when I moved to Canada and I started doing tournaments. The first tournament that I did was where my Oklahoma boys came was in Phoenix, and
Okay.
I went fucking hard. Like I was still emceeing and stuff, but I went hard, like real hard. And I'm diabetic, right? So obviously my blood sugar is just fucking out of control, but whatever, YOLO. But what
Yeah.
I do remember about this is that I got to the rink in time for my game, but I sat out on the curb in the Arizona sun for an hour and a half, puking my guts up.
Nice.
And then I got
So
in,
it dried instantly, right? Yeah.
and we got into the Scottsdale ice den, and
Okay.
I still couldn't play. So I just sat at the bar, and literally, there's pictures of me. I'm just like, oh, I have a turkey club sandwich or whatever they have up there in ginger ale, and I'm just trying to get food and fluids inside of me. And it wasn't until the third game, and I could get off the stool, and I had to go to my team and
Oh,
say, "Hey,"
man.
I had to say, "Hey, listen, guys,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Uh, obviously, I found my limits last night and then surpassed them greatly. Will you still allow me to play with you?" And they did allow me to play with them. But
Oh,
it's just,
that's
but
nice.
but that was like the first, and I did it repeatedly and repeatedly. I mean, I'm talking about like going to bed and the room spinning, and you have to pray to God that you'll stop drinking if you wake up. And I did that, and it sucked. But now I hear stories. I'm like, man, I should just twist off one time again. But then I'm like, I know if I do that, if I twist off, I'll make questionable life decisions, which is fine. I'm not opposed to that. Probably more of that drama shit will come out, and and
Yeah.
three,
It
and
happens.
three, I'll feel like shit for a week. And that's the only
Yeah,
reason why I
hangovers
don't.
are real bad as you get older.
Those first two, I'm not too concerned about the drama and the making questionable life decisions. It's just that week afterwards, because it's
Mhm.
not. It used to be like when I would do this stuff, like the next day I'd be fine. Like if I Friday, Saturday, I'd be hurting, but then Sunday I'd be back ready to roll, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't happen like that. And even someone see like look, someone said you're too old, Nick. Don't do it. See, they know. They
Yeah.
know. And I'm even wearing my hat. They don't even see my bald spot. Speaking of bald spots, is this episode worth $1? Because I'll tell you what, if we can get 5,000 people to give one of those dollars, I'm going to get a hair transplant for sure. Going over to Turkey, I'm going to do it. But nonetheless, uh, yeah. I mean, and so for me, like I'm like maybe one time I should just twist off and see where the night leads me. But it'll have to be one of those ones where like I just have to MC, but I have enough staff at the tournaments
Yeah. Yeah.
to like cover things off when because I know my body, or maybe we can find a nurse that just has an IV
Oh,
infused to me,
please. That just
and
needs to
then
be, like, part of the draft
hey,
experience.
speaking
Hangover
of
nurse in the morning after
speaking of that,
Friday.
and Austin, yeah, listen, Sue, I do still want Bill's hair. Bill came in rocking like 80s shaggy, party in the front, or yeah, business in the front, party in the back, and I'm all for it. Actually, I'd rather do party in the front, business in the back. If you want to be serious about it, I would do it. Um, but listen, people, listen. We're talking about both, Carolyn. We're gonna do 5K on hair transplant and IV
In
bag.
IV bags.
But I do when in Austin, there's literally a place in the same building that does those types of
That does it?
IVs. Yeah, and I think we need to. But the only way I'm going to agree to twist off is if we find someone so we can see like, oh, okay, Nick's twisted off here. But does the IV help him? Does it keep him going? And that's
Hmm.
what we should see. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I think it does because so when I moved out here, I got like, of course, like really nice hangover because sometimes I like to twist off. I woke up in the morning just in the throes of terrible hangover. I Google IV places. Like I Googled like the Drip Room, which is the name of a place in Scottsdale. And I was like, no results for IV places. And I was like, you're kidding me. I have to like go through this like on my own without any help. Sure enough, but they finally opened a place here in Raleigh. But I've had them several times and they'll like most of the time like you'll feel pretty freaking great after, but you'll still feel a little off. but it
Mhm.
is night and day. It's like in a matter of an hour, you'll be back to feeling like you didn't just drink 16 steins worth of the brewery's
Listen,
beer the night
I'm not gonna
before.
drink I'm not gonna drink 16 steins when I pop off, all right?
Yeah,
I'm probably
no,
not gonna drink
it's a
beer. I'm
lot.
probably gonna drink the hard stuff. But I wanna get back to a little bit of drama because people love drama. This
Mhm.
this is the
Yeah.
drama show. Let's just and right now we're actually gonna fix some drama. Me and you. We're gonna be the
Okay.
drama doc. We're gonna be the drama doctors right here. All right. So we have friends. We're gonna call one of these friends Pef Jack again. Because it is
Great.
that Pef Jack. And then we're gonna call the other one Rarelyn Koss. All right. You met her.
Perfect.
You met Rarelyn in
Yeah.
yeah, okay. And we want to fix some drama. See, here's the deal. Rarelyn has Pef blocked on Facebook. And I thought we had fixed this at the Boston Dry. I thought I had mediated a peace, but he's saying right now, he says, Rarelyn, I'm still blocked. I see. Unblock me, Rarelyn. I won't post any Ranger stuff. So all I'm saying, Rarelyn Koss, if you're out there, if you'll
Yeah.
unblock Pef Jack and just give him another chance. And listen, I'm not vouching for him. Like I'm not gonna say if he messes up again, then you can block me too. I don't want to be blocked either. But what I'm saying is, I think Pef Jack has matured enough in the last 2 years, maybe 1 year,
Too.
that I think you can unblock him. And now there's another person that is also blocked. We don't have a chance. I like to pick
I
and
love
choose my
these
battles.
comments.
I like to pick and choose my battles here. And like Peck said, Carolyn or Rarelyn, sorry, for the brand. Let's do it for the brand. I know you're a big supporter, but the other one is we're just gonna say who it is. It's Kyle Thornton. He wants to let us know that he is also blocked by Rarelyn Koss. And he's even a
Please,
huge Canes
Rarelyn.
and he loves the Canes, which is I don't know if that's true. He's just trying to win
It's
some
just
brownie
trying
points.
to win her back.
But see, this is the drama that's going on. Like I legitimately
Yeah.
feel, I legitimately feel that if we just had a camera that
He's
followed
dead to me.
characters around the draft, we could make a reality. Like we could be on the E Network for sure. What is that? Real
Yeah.
Housewives of fucking wherever. What is that on?
I'd
E
probably E. Yeah, I
O
don't watch that
Oxygen,
stuff
whatever
anymore.
Nature
But
Channel. I don't
yeah,
know what it's
E, I
on,
think.
but we could get on there for sure. With the amount of drama that we go through, we could get on there. And here's Carolyn's
Yeah.
response. Well, you see, the Canes
Big
beat the
time
Rags
source.
after the Boston tourney, so we were looking good. But then the Rangers won 2 days later, so now Pef is still good to me. I or dead to him to
Dead to
her.
him.
So well, whew, yeah. So and listen, uh,
Vice would be a
Vice
better
would be a better
channel.
channel for us.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna
I feel
do
like
it.
the Canadian Broadcasting Company would definitely pick us up.
I don't
They'd
know
be
if
like,
Canadian. I
"Mm."
mean, Canadians here don't enjoy the drama as much as the Americans. I find we
But it's
just
hockey though, so
I
like,
know.
eh.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. And then Rarelyn also said she actually blocks every Kyle that she sees online proactively, just in case it's Big Dad tricking her. And I think that's a fair. I think that is very fair, to be honest with you, because
That's
that's just the
good.
way shit happens. Okay, hey, let's talk about some opinions since we got everyone talking. Since we got everyone talking here, and I do want to let everyone know that I still feel that NHL is a substandard product. I feel like it could be doing so much, but I feel like if it would hire me
Mhm.
as just a contractor, I'm coming in here. I'm letting people know how they could better themselves, right? And we got to get more drama in the NHL. Big drama guy right
Yeah.
here. We got to get all the drama in the NHL. We got to find like locker room, like all the drama that's going on inside teams locker room and just fucking blast it out. Let people know.
There's
It'll draw the
definitely
eyes.
that happening. Yeah, they're just really good at shoving it under the
Yeah.
rug.
And that's why NHL players are some of the lowest paid professional athletes in the world. Like I knew all about Tom Brady and his fucking wife, Giselle, getting divorced, drew me in because I love that fucking
Right.
drama.
Yeah.
And if we just knew about that kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? Like do Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl like each other? Probably not. And that would draw interest, I think.
Mhm.
Um, hey, listen, Carolyn, the
Most
NHL
definitely.
doesn't even think about me, to be honest with you. But anyway,
Yeah.
uh, here we go.
NHL just likes my money.
Yeah, here we go. Okay, so here's some of the opinions. And I basically said, what beer league opinion do you have that makes you feel like this? And it's basically everyone pointing a gun at one person. So what makes you feel like you're on an island? We're going to talk about them. We're going to discuss them.
Ooh,
The very
yeah,
first
I saw
one,
some good
yeah.
ones.
The
Yeah.
wheeled bags. Oh, wait. Yeah. Anyone with a wheeled bag is a bunch of pussies.
I have
Okay.
one.
So here, listen, I can't really talk on this one because I would say carry your fucking bag, but I also could not play in Boston because I hurt my back. So like if I wasn't carrying around a heavy bag, could the Wills save the bag? I don't think so because I hurt my back trying to get my kid to skate for his first time. But I'm a 50-50 on that. I mean, I used to have a grit tower bag, but then I realized I can stand up when I skate, so I got a regular bag. So
Yeah, so
um,
I used to have a regular bag, and then I had a guy who hit me against a wall, and I tore my labrum in my shoulder, and it's not really fun to carry a 40-pound bag over that shoulder anymore. But also, I feel like a lot of people that have never had a wheelie bag don't fly with their gear because there are some airports where it's a very long walk from baggage claim to the rental car place. For
bingo.
example, Providence, Rhode Island, I know Burbank in California, like in like Phoenix, you got to get on a tram and it just is a nightmare on a Sunday when your gear is soaked and your bag is like 50 pounds and you're trying to drag it over your shoulder and you got your hockey sticks and probably whatever else clothes. Like it's just not great for your back. Now
Yeah,
I am that person again. My shoulders are messed up, so like plus I'm a girl and my I wheel like my bag. I mean that's my handle here.
yeah.
But it is there's definitely something sexy about a guy who throws his hockey bag over
See,
his
that's
shoulder.
what we're talking about. See if
So,
Jake have a willy bag?
he only does when we fly. He borrows one of my bags, but otherwise
Okay.
he's a over the shoulder guy
Because
all the time.
you like seeing the arms flexed up with
Obviously.
those,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. Let's see if we can get a
Yeah.
visual. You just got your arms flexing up. Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, and then and just counterpoint to that guy. Wheeled bags are awesome, and everyone else can eat shit. So, point
Right.
counterpoint there. This guy says a little bit of contact and hitting is all right. Don't level someone in non-checking, but pushing and shoving in the corners and in front of the net is fun. I agree with this. And here's the
Yeah.
deal. Hockey is a contact sport by nature. And I'm not talking about full up, line people up like Jeff Peck did to me in DC and took me out of the game so his team could have a chance at winning gold.
Jeff,
But yeah, I know he did it on purpose.
that's so
Hey,
naughty.
he literally fucking trucked me. And then I'm laying there in agony. And the puck's loose. And he looks at me, looks down, looks at the puck, and then skates to get the puck so he can try to score.
That's such a
Sometimes
pef
yeah, that's just a
Jack thing to
that's
do.
Pef Jack. Don't hey, actually, Carolyn, block his ass again. Um, just because I remember that shit. Listen, I'm not gonna use my podcast time here to get sucked into this fucking situation again because I get sucked into this bullshit all the fucking time. But this guy says goalie should pay. Not listen, that's not me
Ooh.
saying it. That's not that I'm reading it straight. That you're not gonna get my opinion. I'm not gonna get okay. Here we go. Goalies
Yeah,
probably should pay. Probably, right? But it's a team decision.
it
I don't
is.
mind I don't mind
Yeah.
I don't mind paying my part for a goalie, but I do mind is goalies expecting to play for free. That's the one thing. Because
Mm.
here's the thing, whenever I said, "Oh, goalies should pay." Cool, yeah, maybe. I mean, we're all adults, we shall pay for our hockey, but
Yeah.
if a goalie doesn't pay, if he does not pay, he is expected to be at every game, and if he's not at every game, he's expected to find someone to cover him. So that takes a little bit of burden off the team. So
Yeah.
see, point counterpoint. I do feel like all adults we shouldn't have to do hockey welfare and pay for adults to play hockey. Like it's you chose to play the position, all that good stuff. But I do see why a team would pay for a goalie, and my team has done it. So I'm
Mhm.
not saying that this is a steadfast rule. So that I'm towing the line. I'm walking the line. I agree with you, players. I'm with you guys. But goalies, I'm also with you guys as well. Also with you as well.
Yeah,
Right?
I can see both ways. I like so if you have a team of what? You've got 8 people on your team, 9 people on your team, covering the cost for your goalie, especially in some of these leagues where these places where ice time is really expensive, can get really costly. And so I get it if you're only got a few of you and trying to make up that can get expensive. But I agree with that fact that like if they're gonna play for free, they're expected to be there at all the games and they find replacements for them when they're not going to be out because it can be hard as captains to find goalie replacements. Um, yeah, but like if it's a tournament, I could see like okay, everyone sharing the cost because it's something special, and it's not something that you like beer league. Like you need a goalie, right? Like it's your league. It's every week. versus a tournament is something special that you sign up for. So like if you have multiple friends who are goaltenders and they all want to play, well then like, all right, sorry, but somebody's going to play and you're going to pay to do it. But
Exactly. And look, everyone in
yeah.
the comments is talking like goalies want to play just as much as the players do. They just use those
True.
BS lines to get away with free hockey, which is funny who this is coming from. A guy that like will go out on like his league's night on Sunday, I think is what it is, and sub for 8 teams. And I can guarantee, and this is a skater, and I can guarantee
Ooh.
you he does not pay for those eight teams that he's subbing for. So
Mm.
speaking, goalies should pay if their save percentage is above 0.9. So if they have a 900 save percentage, okay, okay,
Oh,
and
okay.
just
That's
everywhere.
encouragement to get on your game and not
Yeah,
suck.
let's see. Goalies should never pay. Yada yada yada. Goalies should pay. Fuck those psychopaths. So there's a lot of people in there that
Yes.
think. But here's a good one. Here's a good one. I think double rostered players should be enforced to choose one team only during playoffs is his one. So if you play on multiple teams in the same division, you should be enforced to choose just one of those teams to play with.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm with that for
Yeah,
sure.
we're only allowed to be on one team in the same league here. So, I mean, that's the same thing, right? I'm only playing on one team for playoffs. So, yeah, I mean, cool that they allow you to do that, multiple teams in the same division. But yeah, playoffs, yeah, I agree with that. Make a commitment.
Yeah.
Stick to one team because what happens then if both of your teams make it to the championship round? You have to make a commitment then anyways, right?
Yeah,
So,
well, and I get it. If you paid for all of them, cool. But
yeah.
nonetheless, here's one. If you win your league, you should move up to the higher division the next season, and that's mine. I'm a proponent of that. I really like the relegation and the advancement system. And if you win, you move up.
I
And if,
think doing
if
it multiple seasons in a row. If you like luck out one season, then
okay, I'm not saying that I'm right, and I'm willing to compromise on this if we can get
yeah.
every beer league in the world on this advancement model, because then I think it's also if the team that's the worst, they should move down. So
Yes.
it's just it's a relegation. So it's just like all those years when the Edmonton Oilers got number one over, they got four number one picks in 6 years. They should have been relegated to the AHL. That's how bad they were. And I think that if they would have been,
Oh
if they
my
would have taken
gosh,
this
yeah.
serious instead of letting them just you know lose and get Connor McDavid, a generational talent, on their fourth pick out of 6 years, then maybe that organization would take winning seriously. And that's just mine.
True.
But I'm
Yeah.
beer league. I
Yeah.
really think if you win, hey, even the first year you win, you move up. And if you get them yams beat, then you can move on back down. But just challenge yourself a little bit.
Yeah. That
Challenge
would
yourself.
be very tricky. So I think like if you do it multiple seasons and then you get moved up, because otherwise then you're gonna have teams that are gonna play to their abilities during the season and then completely sandbag in the playoffs. And then
One hundred
so
percent.
so you still have to like there'll be some moderation that'll have to kick in there. But if you're going to go and say move the lowest team down to the division beneath them, well, what happens about the lowest team in the lowest division? Should they
Well,
get their hockey for free because they suck
no,
so bad that
no,
everyone
no.
just
No,
is
no,
like,
no, no, no. That
here?
no. Yeah, it's just like if you're the best team in the top division, there's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
You either get worse or you get better. I mean, at the bottom, right? I mean, that's how it
Yeah.
goes. Hey,
But
by
that
the
would be
way,
kind of funny. Like you get free hockey if you're the shittiest hockey player at your league.
yeah, but then everyone would try to suck. It's just the way it would be. Yeah. Hey, remember I told you about
Just
Absolute
a
Filth?
mess.
I told you about
Ooh.
this new wax here
Oh yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah,
I was
you
gonna
did.
try it in Boston. I didn't get a chance to, but I
Mm.
did try it in Austin. And I don't want to toot my own horn. I'm not gonna say this is the wax's fault, but I did go 3 goals and 6 assists, which is one of my highest scoring tournaments
All
in a
right.
long time. And I the only thing that was different was absolute filth. I was just absolutely filthy out there. And okay, maybe the other thing has changed is I didn't get told, "Oh, you're just going to play defense this tournament." Maybe that was a little bit different because it wasn't
Okay.
like they weren't like beauty goal. Like I didn't come down and deke folks out. I mean, there was a deflection on one of them, and then another one was a rebound, and I just But anyway, I digress. But I definitely wasn't
Yeah.
19 points in 5 games, and then not load, yeah, and then not load the other team's stats so he could ensure that he was the championship. So don't
Yeah.
be calling Cap over here, Pef Jack. Okay, I prefer to home shower. Do you shower at the rink?
Oh. I shower at the rink, traveling with the Lady Canes. Yeah, when I'm doing
Well, when
tourney
it's all
hockey with the
women?
ladies, I
Yeah.
shower
Gotcha.
at the rink
Okay.
for sure, because we usually have, like, 4 people shoved in a hotel room or 8
For
people
sure.
at a 2-bathroom Airbnb, so we'll shower at the rink,
And you gotta wash your
or
hair, and when girls wash their hair, it just takes forever.
it
Yeah.
does, yeah, or
So,
Sundays when you've got a flight to catch and you're already checked out of the hotel, shower at the rink for sure, even if it's a men's league tournament, if I can, I sneak in there. But every day, it would depend on what the showers so granted, my locker room situation is different, right? It's mostly all guys, me and maybe another female or 2, and so it's a little bit harder for me to just get naked and go wander into the shower. I mean, I it's not physically hard. It's, ethically
mentally.
yeah, challenging.
Mentally. Ethically.
Um, but if I was a dude, yeah, I would love to just strip off and just go rinse it off real fast. Like,
Yeah,
that
I
would
guess.
be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, okay. That's, this guy said, well, I mean, he also got a little grosser. He said he has a wind down method that's frowned upon in the team shower. So I can only imagine what Andrew Crow. I'm just gonna call him out for being a disgusting fuck. Uh, let's see. Brad Marchand is misunderstood. Uh, Carolyn loves her some Brad Marchand. Uh,
That's a good that's a good topic right there. Would we all like Marchand on our own team, but we hate
Yeah,
him because he's not
100%.
on
Well,
ours?
that's the silliest
Yeah.
thing. It's like when the Flames had Matthew Tkachuk and the Oilers just, "Oh, fucking turtle." Blah, blah. If Tkachuk was on the Oilers, they'd fucking love him. I mean,
Yeah.
they were literally saying that he was a goon and an idiot when they had Zach Cassian, the guy that should be reenacting civil wars, not playing hockey. And so I don't understand why. But anyway, let's see. I think watching hockey is kind of boring. Football is way more fun to watch. I do like watching football, but I also love watching hockey. Let's see. I
Hmm,
put my pants on after my skates. Me too. They got them big ass zippers for a reason.
right? Also, when you've got a belly leaning down and tying your skates is like an takes your breath away. It's a challenge. I need to save all my energy for the ice, not trying to breathe through tying my skates with my pants on just to be cool. I got called a psychopath in Boston for doing that by
Yeah,
my
I also
team.
got I've been pretty multiple times for that, but whatever. Okay, okay. This is what I want to know. I know there's some. I know Sue's in the, or she was in the chat. She might have fallen asleep.
Yeah.
Her and Bill might be doing marital things right now
Yeah.
because they like to
Cuddling.
get warmed up listening to the podcast. I know.
Yeah.
But if she's here, I just want people's genuine opinion on this, and not like this isn't me like joking and wanting to hear off the wall answers. I am very curious about this. Um, if a goalie leaves the crease, they should be free game. And if we go to other
Mm.
sports, the same way with if a quarterback leaves the pocket, should he be free game to be hit just like a running back would be hit? So I tend to think yes. Like you have your safety zone, it's right there. You shouldn't be able to say, okay, well, I'm going to leave my safety zone, and I still want to be safe.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that. You're in your safety zone. If you're out in our territory, I guess is what I'm going to call it, then I think you should be fair game. But I mean, goalies have that extra padding on them anyway, so it's actually kind of more intimidating on our side to want to go and charge you. So like, there's always going to be like they're just more padded up if you're fair game, like it probably is going to hurt us a little more than it hurts them. But so yeah, fair game. They may not
okay,
feel it anyways.
okay,
Unless
perfect.
it's a head hit and then we all feel the head hits. Like, let's
Yeah.
exclude head contact out of that.
Yes. Oh, hey Sue. Okay, Sue. I guess her and Sue and Bill are while Bill are done. Hey,
Oh, okay.
okay. No check league. No check league. Okay, I get it. In beer league, sure, they shouldn't be hit. But what are your thoughts on like when it is a check league? If a goalie leaves and it's a full contact league where you don't get in trouble for it, that's an interesting one. Okay, so I'm just gonna
Yeah, true.
because we're running out of time here. And one, if someone's on here watching right now, Jeff Peck or Carol, can you scan the QR code for the shirt and tell me if it takes you to the right spot? Because I was just told to put in a link and that's what came up. So I want to see if it actually takes you to the right spot and if it lets me know that you guys you know, if it lets me know that you guys have done it. And third, just go ahead and buy that shirt, and then let me know if it gets let me know if it gets shipped to you. Okay.
I love that. Just go ahead and buy it. That
Just go,
is definitely how Jake and I were. So we flew back on Breeze Airlines, which you have to like pay per your bag. And I totally forgot about that. And I was like, oh my gosh, we have all these all this swag now that we need to fit into our bags that we didn't account for. So thanks to you and uh, Pef Jack for having some sick ass merch at Boston because we definitely walked
yeah,
away with
you
a lot
guys
of stuff.
you guys did buy it. Hey,
So
is
much.
Jake there right now? Is he right there watching you?
No, he left a few minutes
Okay,
ago.
I thought maybe he looked cold and might need a new hoodie or something.
Mm.
Um,
I couldn't quite see he was just leaving. He was
yeah,
like, "I'm so disgusted by this conversation happening right now."
yeah,
He just got the keys and
got it.
left.
Got it. Okay, I'm just gonna read through the rest of these really quick,
Okay.
and then we'll wrap up. So, Bruins are gonna exit in the first round. If you think they're wrong, then just stop me. Back checking is important. If you're a BC player, don't play D League. Just have a good skate around. Nicknames or the number 69 on the back of the jersey are the equivalent of comedy bumper stickers. They're not funny at all. It's
No.
dumb to rag someone for their equipment choices. You should be able to wear what you think looks good. If you can't keep your gloves on your hand in beer league, you're pathetic. Uh, Drinking on the bench during the game, but I'm the goalie. Uh, Goalies are part of a secret cabal that control the supply of clear tape and helmet maxis. Goalies play free question mark. More like goalies are extorting the rinks for billions a year and funneling it into an offshore accounts that the clear tape supply just isn't enough. All right, that's getting deep.
Interesting.
Um,
Okay.
let's see where I've never watched Letterkenny. Being angry when I don't score points to help my team win. And they say all I care about is points. Really, I just want my team to win. When you say ranch is the proper wing dipping sauce, it is. When their team is up
Yeah.
6-0 and they're cherry picking and generally playing douchey. Olympic ice is trash. Agree.
It's
Chrome
difficult.
helmets are awesome.
Oh, no.
Young blood.
Who was wearing the silver helmets the other day? Is it Winnipeg who's got
I
the
think it's
silver
in
helmet?
LA. I thought LA had them.
Oh, was it LA helmets?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Young
We're
blood
not
is the best.
football. Mm-mm.
Young blood is the best hockey movie ever filmed.
It's a good one.
Uh, the people complaining about clappers from the hash marks are idiots. This is the last one. We cry about getting slashed when we break someone's stick earlier and just call it a poke check. We disrespect refs through our words and how little we pay them and wonder why top officials aren't clamoring to ref our game that starts at 11:45. We complain that no one plays defense, but we're the one taking 5-minute shifts. That's just beer league stuff. So
Mhm.
that's basically it. So um uh that Olympic ice in Omaha got
So
Yankees cheeks clapped.
so
I
you
don't
guys had you played a tournament with Olympic
We
Ice.
okay, we were 3-0 on Saturday, we were playing on NHL ice, and then we went over to the Olympic ice, but, to be fair, I mean, our goalie was known to
Uh,
fall apart on Sundays, so
okay,
it wasn't
yeah.
like it was unexpected of us, it just, the way it is.
So
Oh,
Olympic Ice, like there's a rink here in Raleigh Iceplex that is Olympic. And it's just like if you're in the league, like you play on that. I played on that for many years. The thing I like about Olympic is there's more time and space. So you can, granted, you're going to burn more calories because you got to skate farther. Also, there's going to be less back checking. But I like the fact that you have that time and space. You can actually kind of develop your game a little better. But then when you go to same times I'd go play like a game on the Olympic and then like would run up to Wake Forest and go in the NHL. And then it was like, I just felt like everyone's on top of you. So I could see for a or for a tournament, if you're not used to that Olympic ice, it's
listen
definitely going to mess with people and
listen,
messes with the
my
goalies.
game is not developing any more
Yeah.
than where it's at now, so at the end of the day, I don't no
Yeah.
one
You're
needs
plateaued.
No one needs more ice. I never even got started. I'm still on the launch pad, but it's not developing past that. I see that Jake is still watching, and he said he's always cold. Sounds
Yeah.
like Jake. Let me put this up for you. We got the BLPA hooded blanket for you, so you can always stay warm wherever you're at. Just scan it and go do it. But nonetheless,
You must be driving and listening. Hey, Jake.
oh, you know what? I see what's wrong with these things right here. I didn't put a link in for these ones, so they would show where to go. But when I put one here, there's a link that pops up, and yeah, okay. I'm just figuring things out on the fly here. See, but anyway,
Cool.
okay. So basically, here's what we have. We have the military deck. We have Ann Arbor coming up this
Mhm.
weekend. We're still spots if you want to come. We've got the military decks basically sold out. I think we got 2 spots. And then we got the Philly Bash. If you have a team, the cutoffs next week. If you don't register, you're fucking out. Columbus, if you want to register for that, you're fucked. And then we got DC, which still needs some registrations. And then we got Cleveland, and the Cleveland theme is going to be this: Nicktoons.
Nicktoons?
Hey Arnold,
Oh,
Ren and
okay. Like
Stimpy,
Nickelodeon tunes. I was like, are you
Doug,
making your own songs?
Doug, do 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 do
Okay.
do 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 do. And there's a couple other ones too. So, um, yeah. Other than that, we got a lot of shit coming up. Hopefully, we'll get Nikki Boston back. Some people
Yeah.
say they can't understand Nikki Boston with his accent,
What?
which is listen, it's fair because that's one of the reasons why I don't listen to like Spit and Chicklets because I can't understand when RA talks, and sometimes wit at that. Sometimes just the accent throws me off,
Yeah,
and
but it's
so
like I don't know. I
oh
guess I just can hear accent. I think it's just a really fun accent.
yeah. Well, no, accents are fun, but sometimes you have trouble understanding them.
Yeah.
That makes it hard when you're dry. Tiff Beery. I don't know if it's Berry
Ooh.
or Beery, but we're just gonna say Tiffany MB. Uh, I'll give you a hint right here. Um, let me hold on. I want to give you a hint
Rocket power. Yes.
without giving you the hint. I don't want to tell you exactly what it is. I want to hold on. I think I can pull up a clip here and play. No, that would be
It's talking about
the theme. I'm trying
yeah,
to
the
think of the
theme.
theme. You don't know what the theme is for
No,
Pittsburgh.
I don't know what the theme
Um,
is. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something that would give it away, but won't give it away. Oh, it's
Okay.
beery. It's beery. Okay.
And yes,
Oh,
Dan, I know what Nicktoons are. I thought because Cleveland's got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, because I was just thinking like music, and I was like, Nicktoons. Yeah. I was a Doug girl and
here,
Rugrats.
here is the hint, and I think this will still give it away. Threat level midnight. Threat level midnight.
Oh, that
That's a hint of the theme for the Pittsburgh decks. Another one that I'm not going to be able to go to. And speaking of,
oh,
I wanted to say this in the middle. I wanted to say this in the middle, and I didn't tell any of my friends I was going to say it. The people that help me at tournaments, but we're looking for more help at tournaments. So if you're interested in being a part of the Dex crew, in a capacity, shoot me a message. And this isn't like a joking around. Like this is serious. We're to the point. Like I love doing tournaments. Love them. Right now I'm exhausted as fuck, which is fine. I can still I'm a machine. Machines get exhausted too. You
yeah,
just gotta
you
oil them
are.
back up and go. Um, but but I'm to the point where if I want to achieve the vision that's in my brain, I know that it has to be more than just me.
Mhm.
And by 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 like pulling back a little bit, I can focus on other ideas that I have. Not all my ideas are great, but I got to actually do them to make cuz I got some really good ones. I got some real fucking dingers that are going to come out. But really, I mean, I love doing tournaments. I want to do 100 tournaments a year. That's my goal. 100
That's a
tournaments a year.
lot, yeah.
That's 2 tournaments a week. I don't if for
Mhm.
the for those that aren't good at math. It's actually, you know, a little bit under 2
A
tournaments,
little
so
bit
like
under. Yeah.
1.97. But that's in my head, that's what I wanna do, and I can't go to 2 tournaments in a weekend. I can't, I'm doing 40 now, and that's probably my limit. So I'm looking to
Mhm.
build teams, that wanna make beer league experiences cool for beer leaguers, and so we can travel around, we can take not only the United States by storm, or Canada, but the world. Like we wanna do these all over the world. We're already doing, we're doing one in Iceland
Iceland,
in
yeah.
May. We're doing one in the Czech Republic in October. I'm this close to putting out the date for Japan in
Ooh,
2024, and there's
okay.
other places I want to go, but and I appreciate everyone. Like everyone says, "Oh, I'll help." Cool, but we got to find it because there are things that have to be done. It's not just show up and help. Like I need people to really like take it serious and put on good tournaments and yeah. So other than that,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, we'll be back at this next week. I'm getting ready. I'm going to Disneyland, so I'll probably have to podcast next week from my hotel in Disney.
Okay.
So we could talk about that.
You're right.
And
I'm excited for TikTok algorithms to hear this on my phone right now, and now I'm gonna get hit with Disney. Thank you.
oh, I love me some TikTok. And that's another thing. We need some social media person that'll help make TikToks. 'Cause I have a lot of TikTok ideas, but I got so much shit going on at tournaments. I can't do them. So that's what I need.
Yeah.
Give me a TikTok, specialist, and then we'll wow the world with TikTok. We'll show. Can you imagine a TikTok of Jess just puking in the toilet repeatedly? It would be insane. But other than that, guys,
Yeah. You
lots
probably
of stuff.
find an audience for that.
If you
Can we
think the
also have
show's worth $1,
donations for that as well? OnlyFans?
yeah.
I mean, only
Uh,
toilets?
no, we have OnlyFans. It's onlyfans.com/the BLPA. If you go,
What?
there's no content there. Well, I think
Oh, okay.
there's some foot content. But the reason there's no content is because I
Like
don't work
hockey
for free.
skates.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I took my feet out of my hockey skates, and it's just the way it was.
oh my gosh.
But no,
I definitely need to contribute to this page.
perfect. We're in. But if you think this episode's worth $1, we want it. We want your fucking dollar. Give us your fucking dollar. You can scan that right there. And outside of that, guys, we really appreciate the support. Really appreciate you coming out to tournaments. Had so much fun in Boston. Had so much fun in
It was
Austin. We're gonna
great.
have fun in Ann Arbor, even though I won't be there. But we're gonna have a lot of fun for the rest of this year. So hopefully, see you. I'm sorry, Tiff, that I won't be there in Pittsburgh. It happened to fall on a week where my wife's cousin was getting married, and I basically got told there's not a chance in hell you're gonna miss it. Even though I'm like, well,
Good.
listen, I can watch the wedding on while I'm playing. That didn't work. And so
Yeah,
I'm going to
no.
take care of that.
Go to the
And then,
wedding.
yeah, even though I want to go to Pittsburgh, hey, I'll miss you
Yeah,
guys too.
Pittsburgh is sweet.
Yeah, I'd like to go to the Warhol Museum again because they change that thing up all the time. I'd like to go to a ball game and get those fucking fries with that fucking crab dip. I'd like to go to Permane Bros.
Ooh,
There's so
yeah.
much shit to do in Pittsburgh. I like that city. So other than that, guys, we'll see you guys soon. And I hope you guys come out to one of our tournaments. And I'm just letting you know right now, Rick, right now, if you go register for any tournament right now, any tournament, as many tournaments as you want until midnight, which is about 4.5 hours away, you can save $75 off with the code all caps BLPA day. It's the BLPA day. $75, not valid with any other offers or coupons. You can do that. Other than that, what I need you to do is I need you to follow us on every social media channel, the BLPA. You can follow Jess at
Wheels like my bag.
yeah. You can follow me at Nicker Jones on Twitter and the Nicker Jones on Instagram. And other than that, guys, that's about all we have. Got anything else?
No, I don't. Had a great time. Thanks to all the Boston people for making it such a great weekend.
Hey, and Chris Wyatt, this is really live. You just missed the whole first hour of it. Hey, and
Yeah.
okay, we are going to leave, but since I saw Chris Wyatt, if there was one fucking person in this chat right here that I would want a camera to follow around a draft, it's Chris Wyatt. The guy is absolutely off the fucking rails. I literally saw a picture of, I didn't even know he was married, to be honest with you. But I saw a picture of him on Facebook with him and his wife. And the first thought that came to my head, and I typed it, is how big of a fucking saint does this chick have to be to put up
Oh,
with Chris
yeah.
every day? You know Chris. You saw him in SoCal.
Yeah.
So we should do that. I'm gonna find someone that will just follow Chris Wyatt around the military decks and just film him the whole time.
You should.
And then
1000%. That'll be your TikTok too. Yeah.
it'll be electrifying as fuck. Like people won't be able to peel their eyes away from it. It could be 10 minutes. It could be an hour. They would stay watching it the whole time. You know why? Because I'm literally emceeing an event, and sometimes I just have to stop what I'm doing and watch what Chris is doing.
Can we
Because
also
it's
make this
off
a
the rails.
drinking game?
We can. We'll film Chris, and then we'll
film
find
it,
stuff that
make a
Chris
drinking
does,
game.
and every
Yeah.
time he does something stupid or something off the rails, you drink, but we'd be drunk in the first 5 minutes for sure. So it doesn't matter. So, all right, guys. Hey, Chris, love you, buddy.
Right.
See you here in a couple weeks. Outside of that, well, we love you guys. You guys have a good, be good.